accountability. So that's kind of the path we took. Probably a discussion me and you could do a whole episode on. But it's something that's worrying, and just I really thought Trump would start the change. I really was hoping that for that.
It's a real issue, and again, the problems differ state to state. Like in Florida, open carry, which I'm against. I'm against open carry of firearms. I'm a big believer in concealed carry, because it's better to not know if somebody's carrying a gun. But if you assume somebody might have a gun, it's like we tend to be more polite to each other, instead of letting it just escalate out of control, let your anger and emotions take over. And we're fortunate that, the sheriffs that we have in many of the counties. I mean, they're the most famous is just north of me up in Polk County. Grady Judd is his name. And, like 4 years ago, there was this one fellow who shot and killed one of the police officers. And when they caught the guy, they shot him like 66 times. And one of the reporters asked Grady, he said, "Grady, why did you shoot him 66 times?" And he said, "We ran out of bullets."
I remember that. Yes, of course. That's the police chief, or he went viral and everyone was talking about him, and massive support. There were talks about him running for office or something. Maybe he ran for office, for Congress. Or something.
He's elected as sheriff. You are elected.
Okay. There you go.
He's not.
But did he run? Did he run for Congress or something afterwards? Or
no, because I think he understands he's going to be far more effective in how society and how people behave as sheriff. And Polk County is a pretty safe place. And similarly, I live in Manatee County. We got a great sheriff, Rick Wells. So the police are not oppressive, but if you commit a crime, you're going to go to jail. Now, the interesting part is they do a Citizens Police Academy, and as part of that academy, citizens get to attend this class. It's like a 12-week experience, and one of those classes, you actually go to the county jail, and it's remarkable in the county jail what they genuinely are involved with rehabilitation. Inmates that have screwed up and done wrong, and they want a chance to get straight. They have a chance there. I mean, they got tilapia fish tanks. They grow tilapia. They've got vegetables, vegetable gardens. They raise cows, pigs. They have basically a farm. They make. They've got a steel, and they manufacture things out of steel. They manufacture furniture. So anybody who goes there is not going to be sitting around playing video games, watching television. Nope, dude, you're going to work, and you're going to work at something that's actually productive. It's not just make work.
It gives them a purpose as well.
Yeah, and then they actually get a skill that when they get out, they don't have to go back to a life of addiction and drugs and violence. So it was. I came away from that experience seeing that just damned impressed. And then the Florida sheriffs also they're good about housing children that don't have parents, or the parents are no longer functional, and that these are they're raised not as foster kids. They're really raised in a like a family unit, but at a physical location that's controlled by the sheriff's department. And a lot of those kids have gone on to do some really impressive things. So I say that there's a way you can take care, where society can function, and you got to deal with the dysfunction. I mean, the drug use, alcohol use, that's real. Child abuse, child trafficking, that's real. But they go to great lengths to not only to, when they arrest people, they're not going to get off and be walking the streets again.
Yeah. And to wrap up, someone just sent me photos. You can show them, Stephanie. You know Max Blumenthal, obviously, and Jackson Hinkle. So they've both been on the show. I know them both as well. And someone just sent me photos of them attending the funeral. That's Max Blumenthal.
Yeah.
Of course he's there. Of course. He was there before the war as well. And then Jackson Hinkle's there. Jackson Hinkle. Of course, Jackson Hinkle's there. This guy's everywhere. Anywhere that's controversial, Jackson Hinkle will go. Funeral of Hezbollah, he's going to be there. The Houthis, he's going to go there.
Yeah,
Burkina Faso, he's going to go there.
That's an Ansar Allah.
Yeah. You can tell by the sword there.
You can tell by the belt. Dagger. The dagger and the bells. Yeah. Yeah. No, I know them both, and I spent more time with Jackson. You know,
he's a funny guy. I remember once he came on to. You can remove it, Stephanie. Jackson. I got him on a debate with a guy. I forgot the guy's name. Fuck. But I got him on a debate. A guy who's very pro-Israeli, and they did a debate that was about a year ago or so, 8 months ago. And then Jackson Hinkle, he comes up and starts a discussion with Hamas should have a nuclear weapon. That was his slogan, because he knows that will get attention. It went berserk. People just went wild, and he knows it will trigger people. And he says it, and I'm trying to keep a straight face because I know what he's doing. And then with other guests just losing his mind. What do you mean? You're talking about you crazy? And I know Jackson doesn't mean it. I'm sure he doesn't want Hamas to have a nuclear weapon, but he just wants the shock factor.
Yeah.
Oh man, well, great chat. Appreciate it as always.
I always enjoy our conversations.
Thank you, Larry. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, my friend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys, this is it for today. In the comments today, I want to give me your thoughts of what you think of the conversation, because we obviously went down paths away from the Iran war and about other topics that interest us, talking about American society, etc., and observations that Larry has made. I want to get your thoughts on that. Do you like us going down these different rabbit holes that kind of digress away from the Iran war discussion, or do you like the discussions to be more focused? Let me know in the comments about this interview and the Chris Martenson one. Today's structure of the interviews is a bit different. The live, three of them were merged together, so it's one long interview with Chris Martenson, Professor Hank, and Karen Kwiatkowski. And then there were all three. If you want to watch them separately, they're posted as normal videos. My producers are testing something. All right, guys, I'll go through the comments. I'm off to bed. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much.